So what, we're just going to jump in on these things?
Yep, that's the way we do it.
But do we have enough people?
We've got a good crew, they know what they're doing. Everything's right.
Should I have renewed my life insurance?
No, all you have to do is follow us. Got your fins, your goggles.
We're on the hunt for a very big and mysterious creature. One I've never seen up close and personal before.
Okay, when they surface, sometimes you'll see a brown back coming out of the water. Sometimes you'll see their head. Sometimes you'll only see their nostrils come out. So sometimes they can be quite secretive.
All right, well, what I'm imagining is a really fat Loch Ness monster.
Oh, yeah, I suppose you could say that.
But it's not Nessie we're hot on the tail of. It's a dugong.
We have dugongs 10 metres in front of us.
Is there one?
I've joined an extraordinary week-long operation to catch, study and release this unique marine mammal.
SeaWorld 1, this is SeaWorld 2. Go ahead. We have a go.
The catch requires a boatload of humans in rugby helmets.
Copy, mate. Thank you.
3 decades of experience and a half-ton dugong who doesn't want to go to the vet.
Oh, look, it's huge. It's insane. I can see this shadow moving under the water's surface. It hasn't even taken a breath yet.
The team wait for him to take at least 3 breaths before they enter the water to make sure he's burnt off enough energy to be safely caught.
Oh, wow. Look at that. Oh, my gosh. That is wild. Oh.
With the 3rd breath, it's go time.
Oh, my God.
As soon as I get my goggles on. As the dugong tries to dive and the jumpers try to stop him, we start gathering data.
So you've got to get this hook in the middle of the tail.
5 minutes ago, I'd never even seen a dugong. Now I'm the one holding the tape measure.
$75. Do one more.
Turns out, I didn't need life insurance.
It's huge. It's powerful, but not manic. And it actually feels smooth with little rough bits. And it's beautiful. And its breath smells like seaweed.
The team's work is far from over.
Oh my God.
If you thought the hard part was catching a half-ton dugong, wait until you see them hoist him onto a boat. As a nature journalist, I spend a lot of my time observing wildlife from behind my binoculars. But not this time.
That's the head.
It's huge.
In this series, I'm getting up close and personal,
Brilliant. That's fantastic.
no matter how deadly the animal. And it's not just for fun.
Seeing animals like this is absolutely incredible.
I'll be joining scientists on location as they try to gain a deeper understanding of animals
3, 2, 1.
we all think we know.
So adorable. And this time, it's dugongs.
They look like floating potatoes. And fishermen once mistook them for mermaids. But today, groundbreaking research is shedding new light on their secretive lives and their precarious future.
I'm Dr. Anne Jones, and things are about to get wild.
Every year, a team of researchers and volunteers from the University of Queensland and the SeaWorld Foundation
Hello.
join forces to conduct a very special survey.
All right.
glad I wore pants so you burn your biscuits on these seats. And it all starts in the sky.
Go find some dugongs. Let's do it, yeah.
Marine researcher Dr. Merrick Eakins has spent the last 15 years volunteering as part of the world's largest dugong health study.
Oh, beautiful day for it.
Oh, wow. Beautiful. But to study a dugong, first, you have to find it. We're flying off the coast of Queensland, around 30 kilometres east of Brisbane. Take a look out there, that is Quandamooka country. This is what you might know as Moreton Bay. Down there is a marine park that's about 3,400 kilometres square. But right underneath me are about 1,000 dugongs. Apparently, 1,000 of them live here, right next to the city. Dugongs are the most common marine mammal in Northern Australia and spend up to 20 hours a day grazing in shallow waters. So you'd think they'd be easy to spot. What sort of thing am I looking for?
We're looking for the dugong shape, the sort of that bullet shape with the big tail. And sometimes what you can also do is you find a feeding trail where they've stirred up the mud and the seagrass. And hopefully we'll find a big herd of them, that's better. But we might see some solitaries first.
I feel like we're searching for a contact lens in a swimming pool. Like,
well, we know where the seagrass beds are.
so we're going to
Be previously, so we'll just go straight for those ones, and then we'll search around, usually near the edge of the sandbank.
All right.
Oh, look at that! Oh, look! Yeah, we got a herd here. Oh, that's fantastic. See that, Anne? Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 individuals down there.
Oh, that is wild.
Mark this one, so we can come back.
Oh, look, there's a car. Oh my goodness. They're absolutely shaped like those fish-shaped biscuits. That's exactly what they look like from above.
See, there's another.
Oh my goodness, there's like 5,
Yeah.
10,
1, 2, 3,
15,
4,
20, 25 maybe?
About 40 in that, and there's another herd of about 20 next to it.
Oh, you can see their pathways. They look like little snail trails.
Yeah, that's it. So what they do is they sort of dive down and go along the bottom, do a sort of lawnmower type run.
See how rotund that one was that just came up for a breath.
Yeah, the big round ones, probably a female, probably a pregnant female then.
It is
So good.
so amazing. Why are we spotting them from the air? What's going to happen from here?
Oh, from here we'll mark the location, and so then we can get in the boat and go to the GPS point and try and find the herd.
So what, they'll stay there?
They tend to stay roughly in the same spot for a couple of weeks.
The population here may seem healthy, but dugongs are in global decline. To find out more about what's been done to help them, I'm meeting lead investigator on the project, Dr. Janet Lanyon.
So what number season is this for you then?
Number 16. It's been going for a while now.
Janet has been studying dugongs for over 40 years, and for almost half that time, she's been pioneering a way of checking the health of their population here.
Yeah, it's a pretty full-on program.
It's an intensive week for the team, who are hoping to catch at least 20 dugongs and take over 200 samples and measurements from each one.
Hi everyone, this is Anne.
Oh, this is nerve-wracking. There's so many people. Hello. Hi, I'm Anne.
I'm Chloe.
As they prepare the kit for the boats, 3 of the team, Lockie, Helen and Chloe, show me the methods behind this madness.
Wow. Okay, this is looking medical.
Yes, yep, so this is our 2 blood boxes. So taking blood on deck of the dugong is one of the main sampling types that we do. So what we've got in these bags are just all the blood tubes. There's quite a lot of tubes that we use.
So that's for one animal?
For one animal per bag.
That's a lot of blood.
So then it's just sort of a grab and go for each animal when Janet's doing the sticking.
And what sort of thing are you trying to find out with the blood?
Oh, all sorts of things. So basic haematology, looking at red blood cell counts and white blood cells and that sort of thing. We can look at hormones, We also look at stress hormones too, so getting an insight into their stress physiology. Some of the samples also tell us about diseases and heavy metals and various contaminants.
Is it possible to take the bloods when you're in the water?
Oh, it's really difficult. We tried that in the early years and we were unsuccessful in getting decent volumes of blood that were uncontaminated by seawater because you have to hold the pectoral fin out of the water. So the bloods are critical, and that's one of the main reasons that we take the animals out of water.
I'll see you out there.
See you there.
The team are always looking for ways to reduce the more invasive methods of sampling,
Hello.
although some of the alternatives require a bit of Aussie ingenuity.
Are you a Frisbee fan?
The Frisbees, yes, the Frisbees are really important in this program because they're a urine and a faecal collector, and so they get placed under the dugong while it's on board the boat.
What sort of thing are you going to find out from the scat or the urine?
Hormones, you can find out if a dugong is pregnant, and we've got this Frisbee covered in alfoil to make sure that there's no plastic contamination. And that's mainly because we can look for microplastics in the faeces.
It's incredible, isn't it? Like dugongs, they're so incredibly secretive and so many of their secrets are in their poos.
Yes, that's right. That's right.
Before we head out on the boat, long-time volunteer Lockie has another job in mind for me.
We've got a few different types of swabs here. They've got a really thick kind of tear layer, a mucousy tear layer, so we're going to try and get a little sample of that. We're going to look at getting some samples in the mouth and the tongue as well.
Okay. But Janet, why are you doing this when you've got the bloods? What is this going to tell you that's different?
We're always interested in finding alternatives to blood sampling. So if we can sample saliva or the tears of the animals and we can still pick up hormones or other markers of health, that's preferable.
Okay. All right, well, can I carry something to take out to the boat?
That'd be fantastic, yeah. If you want to carry this one out, maybe.
I'll see you soon, Janet.
Okay.
All right. I feel like I got the easy job.
With the volunteers in town for just a week and a shopping list of 20 dugongs, we're back out on the boat with a floating dugong clinic on our heels. And it's not long before we find our next customer. The jump team manoeuvre the dugong onto a stretcher slung between two boats, which they will use to transport the dugong towards the larger boat for his checkup. The dugong is settled, having left a trail of exhausted humans in its wake.
This is wild. How'd you go? Good. Yeah. That's amazing. It's so strong. That's a big male, actually.
Everybody on board?
Nearly. Hey. So that's what we do over and over.
Merrick travels in the stretcher to keep a close eye on our new friend.
I think collectively we're shaking. Sort of both really pumped and really high adrenaline at the same time.
On board the floating clinic, SeaWorld 1, the team are standing by as they prepare to lift this giant sea creature onto their back deck.
Oh, I never get sick of that smell. There it is.
An adult dugong weighs around 500 kilograms and measures about 3 meters in length.
Lockie, will you tie off for me, please?
So it takes a big winch and a big team to hoik this fella onto the boat.
It's huge. It is so big. And it looks incredibly vulnerable when its soft nostrils come up and take a breath. It just, yeah, it's amazing. You know when you get a delicious toddler and they've got like little rolls? That's how tubby it is. It's just gorgeous.
This is the first time the dugong has been out of the water, ever. So, to encourage him to keep breathing, Janet pours water over his nostrils, which mimics the sensation of surfacing for breath.
Have we had a breath? Yeah.
Once Janet is happy, the team aim to complete the health assessment in 30 minutes. It's a well-oiled machine. Keeping the dugong safe is paramount.
Heart rate 69.
As he is measured and photographed from nostril to tail fluke. Janet takes the blood samples from vessels deep under the dugong's pectoral fin.
You ready for us to come in for swabs? Yep.
And I gear up to help Lockie take the swabs.
Just got a little checklist here. Everything we need to do the swabs on the animal.
Yeah.
So up the front end. And so
it's all pre-labelled, we're ready.
exactly right. Yep.
Tongue 1, 2, 3,
Yep.
and 4.
Perfect. Yep.
To your right, to your left.
Yep. Perfect.
Under strict supervision, I start collecting dugong tears.
Great. So we're going to see that little tear layer there.
I can.
So if you just pull it off right, yep, that's perfect.
Yeah, it comes out like a bit of snot out of your nose.
Exactly right. Yeah, that's great. So what you can do, cap that one,
Cap that one.
and that's how we get the tears.
Thank you for letting me look at your eyes, darling.
Lockie also collects samples from the nostrils and saliva from inside the mouth.
So it can be a little tricky to go up and access in the mouth and on the tongue.
These samples will help piece together a picture of this dugong's health, along with what and where he's been grazing.
You know, that's how we learn about this population here in Northern Bay. Also helps us get a baseline for these guys as well. So what a healthy dugong looks like compared to what maybe a compromised dugong looks like. So it's all really good data to compare to all the other herd members as well. And with advancing technology, you know, one day down the track, we might be able to use these same samples a different way.
It's like a body. It excretes information. It's all biological information, right?
How long have you been out of water? How long has it been, Helen? 25 minutes. Okay, so we're just about done, aren't we? Yeah.
With the sampling complete, all hands are on deck to return this dugong safely back to his herd. The samples that Janet's team collects are revealing that the dugongs rarely stray from home waters and have a very specific diet. So, can the answer to their conservation be found on their dinner plate? The next morning, heavy rain and high winds makes it unsafe to catch dugongs. So, with the boats stuck in the harbour, I take advantage of the low tide to roam around their canteen.
Is that a cone snail? Are you a cone snail? No, you're not. You're a hermit crab. No, what a cutie. I've been told that out here on the mud flats are a whole heap of seagrasses, and that's what the dugongs eat. Ooh. It's really short. Really short, like someone's been over it with a mower.
There's a fair amount of what I think is seagrass here, But it's all a bit underwhelming.
For some reason, I thought that it would have to be really big plants because it's a really big animal. These plants are tiny, like tiny, tiny, less than a centimetre tall, some of them. Now, how much of this seagrass would a dugong have to eat? Like, they weigh up to 500 kilograms, right? They'd have to eat so much of this grass. It doesn't seem very effective.
All this talk of eating has made me hungry. I'm off to find cake. And answers.
I'm sort of glad we're not out on the boat today. That would be a bit miserable.
Oh, I know.
Thank you.
Great, thank you very much.
Thank you, thank you. I went out for a walk on the mud flats, and in my head I had thought that seagrass meadows would be like waving, like almost like tiny, forests. It doesn't seem logical to me that an animal that big could rely on plants this big.
Yeah. So although it looks like there's not much seagrass there, most of the seagrass plant is underneath the sediment. So there are underground stems or rhizomes and also roots, and that stuff is really good food for dugongs. So it's full of sugars and starch and all sorts of goodies. So the leaves are really important for the dugongs because they're high in protein, but you've got all the goodness in the rest of the plant too.
So do they sort of like hoover that up like a linguine? Like, how do they actually get that into their mouth?
Okay, so they feed in different ways depending on what they're feeding on. So for seagrasses that have upright shoots, they'll actually grasp those and pull
it out.
Yep. And then the other seagrasses, they excavate. So for the really small stuff, they'll actually dig it up.
These Hoover bulldozer hybrids have poor eyesight and among the smallest teeth of any mammal relative to their size. But they have such sensitive muzzle bristles that they can detect even the tiniest scrap of seagrass.
So how much of that grass do they take in per day?
Oh, huge amount. If they feed on that little round Holophila species that they really like, they may need about 65 kilos fresh weight per day in order to survive. And then if they breed, they need even more.
So when a dugong comes along and eats 65 kilograms of grass in one day, how does the grass respond?
Yeah, well, remember that they're not taking 100% of the seagrass in the feeding trails, so there are remnants left, and those rhizomes are able to send up new shoots. And so the way the seagrass responds is fairly rapid, but also because they grow fast, they don't lay down that high level of fibre, and so it ends up being perfect food for dugong, so they just keep regenerating it.
So could you call them then an ecosystem engineer?
Yeah, absolutely.
This ecosystem is not just critical for dugongs. The seagrass is a valuable carbon store, and the beds act like an anchor, stabilising sediment along the coast and dampening wave action. But the seagrass is fragile.
Here in Northern Australia, some of the biggest threats to seagrasses at the moment are these extreme climate events that we're having. We know that with every flood effect or cyclone, there's direct damage to seagrass beds.
Do you see that reflected in the dugongs?
We do, and in fact, every time there's been a major rainfall event that's led to coastal flooding, they're having fewer calves. And after some of the really major cyclones and floods, there have been 0 calves in the population. So their growth rates, their reproductive rates, how healthy they are, everything, their whole life history is determined by their food.
Janet's work has revealed a really important secret, that yes, there are dugongs out there in the bay that are healthy, but that it might not always be like that, because at this stage we don't actually know how many extreme weather events the seagrass meadows are going to be able to absorb, and along with that it means that the dugong's future remains uncertain.
It's my final day in Moreton Bay, and I'm heading out on one last trip with the team.
Can you guys get a big female this time, please?
Dugongs can live for up to 70 years and are slow breeders. So with the population in decline, scientists need to know more about how they reproduce.
You got one?
Oh wow.
that can only happen if they find a female. Janet has assessed over 250 dugongs out of the water.
You happy to go on 3? Go 3, Drew.
And while launching yourself at a dugong seems completely bonkers, it's been shown to have minimal impact on their stress physiology.
Yep.
Not the case for the jump team, who are put through the ringer by this powerful female. The team measure her substantial girth before sliding her onto the taxi stretcher. My main priority remains not drowning.
I think this is what kids are talking about when they say they want to be a marine scientist. I'm pretty sure that this is exactly what they're talking about.
This is the good part of it, but most of the time you just cold them wet.
Okay, this is a big female.
Preparations are made as the team get this female over onto the boat. And everyone gets to work as the 30-minute countdown begins.
Right, 68, 68.
Taking measurements,
Yep, staying on 68.
taking bloods, and placing an identification tag on her tail fluke.
Can we have some hands? Two, thank you. We're just going to roll slightly towards Mary. Ready when you are.
One of the most useful tools on the boat is an ultrasound machine. Vet Claire Madden uses it to take measurements such as blubber thickness. But it's also used to check whether a female dugong has a calf on board. And Claire confirms that this one is pregnant.
So with the ultrasound we were able to see the fetus.
Oh my goodness!
So, yeah.
That is amazing.
So when we measured her in water, she had all the dimensions of a pregnant animal. So that gives us a clue, and then we come up through the ultrasound. And then the other thing we do is from the poo sample, we then measure progesterone, and that will confirm the pregnancy.
The pregnancy test.
Yeah, but we've seen the fetus, so we know it's there.
That is so exciting. A baby dugong.
Dugongs breed once every 3 to 5 years and carry a single calf which they may nurse until they have another. It's a huge energetic investment, and for a home body that relies on a vanishingly specific diet, protecting the seagrass may be the key to protecting the dugong.
This population of dugongs is incredibly special, not least of all because it is the most studied population in all of the world. More than that, the studies that are going on here right now, the techniques that they're developing are going to be key to the conservation of the dugong worldwide. They're going to be able to apply this Australian research to wherever the dugongs live. And hopefully that means that we're going to have many, many more decades to find out the secret lives of dugongs.
Hey, it's Dr. Anne, and I hope you enjoyed the adventure that we had with dugongs. But did you know that that's actually one of 6 episodes that we made of Dr. Anne's Secret Lives? And you can stream them all right now on ABC iView. Just download the ABC iView app and you're away.